We're back in LaSalle for like the 4th video in a row. We've been really slaving on this thing for a while now. On today's agenda is to get this thing done, or at least as close as possible. Other than that, I'd like to get some other work done meanwhile, just while like Bondo's drying or whatever on this. And then later today, we're gonna get the Jeep tinted. I don't know if you saw on my Instagram story, I was just looking for someone to tint for, you know, decent price in the area, and we ended up finding someone the day of, and so we're gonna go get that tinted. That's pretty much what's going on, and we're gonna get to it. So George ended up using the rest of the last 2 quarts of Bondo glass, and I'd like to be able to use that before I go into actual Bondo, just because it's a little bit stronger. But we didn't take a look at his side yet. He did put another layer of Bondo glass on this thing before we left. What I said was his last one wasn't. He ended up putting another one, and it's really just to build this up. I think it's pretty damn close. I think we might need like 1 more layer of Bondo glass, and then we'll be able to go to Bondo just to get this thing perfectly flat. But it's getting there, and starting to look really good. But it's really nice. Like pretty much the curve is already there. Like this is already flat and everything. It's just, you know, not flat where he just applied the new Bondo glass. But other than that, like this side's coming along really quickly. I think he maybe has like an hour or 2 left on this panel before we can put this in initial primer. Anyways, we're gonna go head to the store, get some Bondo glass, which by the way, if you ever want Bondo glass, the cheapest place is Walmart, or you go somewhere else and then have them price match it to Walmart. It's like $22 anywhere else, and Walmart has it for like 14 bucks, so pretty good deal. So we're gonna go do that, and we'll come back, lay some Bondo. While this is drying, we're gonna go ahead and start taking out the wiring out of the doors on this side, so then we can pull these off and then get these to the same place. Those doors aren't gonna be rehung, like I was telling Dakota, until we get all this prepped and painted. I'd like to pull off all this trim, and I'd like to paint it black. And then the doors, all behind the doors and all that, we're gonna have to prep that, paint that black, and then we'll be able to rehang them and then be able to get that body line that's a little off perfect all the way along there. And then also we'll be able to get that fender on there as soon as we do that too, because we can't put the doors on with the fender. So essentially it's just all one big process, and we have to just wait till one thing is done until we can move on. Well, there's one.
Bosozoku, look at your bag.
Anyway, that's gonna be it for today on this panel anyways. Alrighty, so we made it home. Waiting on George to head out to the tint shop. George is here like an hour late, so good thing he's friends with the person who's doing it, so we can blame everything on him. Is it dark or what?
Couldn't see you filming me, so yeah.
Well, it's all done and I think it looks really good. This is first thing I've done to the Jeep in a really long time actually, so I'm kind of excited about that. I've been really slacking a lot of the Jeep videos lately. I have been off-roading it quite often. I usually just don't bring you guys along just because it's kind of boring. It's usually at night, you can't see anything anyways, but I think over the winter I'm probably slowly gonna build my own bumpers and then my own fenders, and then eventually I'd like to go with more aggressive wheel and tire setup as well. But I really need gearing at some point because the gas mileage on this as is killing me. Figuring I'm getting gas for like the third day in a row. It's just I've been blowing through this, especially going down to LaSalle and stuff to work on the Cressida.